For 1,000 years, Warwick Castle has dominated the English countryside, a magnificent medieval fortress built by William the Conqueror. But behind the stunning ramparts and the manicured gardens, this castle hides not one, but two deeply unsettling secrets. The first is a legendary tale of heroism. Guy of Warwick, the titanic warrior who allegedly slew dragons and giants, whose mythical life has been woven into the very fabric of the nation. The second secret is far darker, a documented, chilling history of occult activity and dark séances conducted within its walls by its own aristocratic residents. This is a place where faith and folklore collide with documented attempts to contact the dead. Tonight, we journey into the heart of this duality. We unmask the truth behind the seemingly fictional hero, Guy, and then descend into the private chambers where 19th century noblemen gathered in secrecy, attempting to tear the veil between the living and the spectral world. The central question is, did the intense belief in the supernatural at Warwick Castle truly summon the ghosts of its violent past? And was the tale of Guy of Warwick simply a medieval smokescreen for the castle's true, terrifying secrets? The foundational legend of Warwick Castle revolves around the hero, Guy of Warwick. Though his existence is largely confined to 13th and 14th century Romantic literature, his legend became a crucial part of the castle's identity. The tale of the Titan. Guy was portrayed as a giant of a man, a champion who completed impossibly heroic tasks to win the hand of his beloved, the Lady Felice. His feats are legendary. He slew the ferocious Dun Cow on Dunsmore Heath. He battled and killed the pagan giant, Colbrand, in single combat to save King Athelstan. He defeated a dragon in Northumberland. The symbolism of strength. The castle proudly displays objects associated with Guy, including his enormous porridge pot, or soup pot, his legendary sword, and his shield. While historians dismiss his existence as pure fiction, the belief in Guy was profoundly real. This legendary hero gave the castle a symbolic power, a narrative of moral and physical superiority that legitimized the power of the Earls of Warwick for centuries. He was the perfect medieval propaganda tool. The Dark Retreat. According to the legend, after achieving his glory, Guy suddenly abandoned his title and wealth to become a hermit, living in a cave near the castle until his death. This twists the ultimate retreat from power adds a strange, melancholic depth to the tale, hinting that even heroism cannot satisfy the soul. By the 19th century, the castle's focus shifted from mythic heroism to the dark arts of the supernatural. The fourth Earl of Warwick, George Greville, became obsessed with spiritualism and the occult, the golden age of séances. During the Victorian era, spiritualism swept through Britain's aristocracy. It offered a thrilling blend of science and religion, promising direct communication with the dead. Warwick Castle, with its dark history of violence, execution, and imprisonment, became the perfect stage. The private chambers. The castle hosted numerous documented séances in its private apartments and sometimes in the darker towers. These were intimate, secretive gatherings involving mediums, table rapping, and attempts at physical manifestations of spirits. The intent. These were not casual parlor games. The earls and their guests sought guidance, prophecy, and direct confirmation of the afterlife, often attempting to contact the spirits of the castle's violent past, including former prisoners and victims of the English Civil War. The castle's eerie atmosphere. The sheer age of Warwick Castle and its history of bloodshed, from medieval sieges to its brief use as a prison, lent a terrifying authenticity to these sessions. The participants were trying to contact the ghosts of the very structure they inhabited, seeking evidence of the spirits of the violent dead who had nowhere else to go. The truth is often stranger than the fiction, especially when powerful figures try to communicate with the dead. If you are captivated by these deep dives into history, folklore, and the supernatural secrets of the world's most iconic locations, then you belong right here. Take a moment to hit that subscribe button now and turn on notifications. Your membership helps us keep unsealing these fascinating, terrifying historical files. The dark obsession with the spiritual world left an indelible mark on Warwick Castle, cementing its reputation as one of the most haunted sites in England. The ghost of the Watergate. The most famous and persistent haunting is the ghost of Sir Fulke Greville, who purchased the castle in the 17th century. He was murdered in 1628 by his own disgruntled servant and is said to haunt the Watergate Tower. Visitors and staff consistently report heavy footsteps, strange temperature drops, and a palpable sense of unease in that tower. It is a terrifying, tangible link to the castle's history of domestic tragedy. The dungeon's legacy. Below the great halls lie the dungeons, which require no séance to feel the dread. Used for holding prisoners in torture, they are a focus point for psychic activity. This cold stone foundation of the castle is a constant reminder that the violence wasn't just mythical. It was real, and it happened right beneath the feet of the séance participants. The commercialization of fear. Today, Warwick Castle embraces its supernatural history, capitalizing on the legend. They feature wax figures and interactive haunted experiences, blurring the line between genuine historical haunting and modern entertainment. But the core story remains. The walls do whisper secrets, whether they belong to the mythical Guy of Warwick or the genuine, tormented soul of Sir Fulke Greville. Warwick Castle is a masterclass in duality, a magnificent architectural achievement that successfully fused the fictional heroism of Guy of Warwick with the documented dark obsession with the afterlife. It is a place where medieval power met Victorian spiritualism, creating a tapestry of myth, magic, and genuine ghostly encounters. The castle is a powerful reminder that history is often defined not just by what we build, but by what we choose to believe and what secrets we desperately try to uncover. The tease. And speaking of dark obsessions and tormented souls, next time we are leaving England and traveling deep into Romania to investigate Hunyad Castle, also known as Corvin Castle. We will unmask the fortress where Vlad the Impaler was allegedly imprisoned and explore the castle's dark raven motif and its terrifying link to the vampire mythos. Make sure you've subscribed and have notifications turned on so you don't miss our deep dive into the real history behind Dracula. Thank you for seeking out the truth with us.